big day has finally arrived. It's the coach who will wear the crown as a Super Bowl champion of the Madden Ultimate Team Playoffs. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, buddy. Check 56. 6 man.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his first pass is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might... And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time. Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
56. Mike. King. 56.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflate. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Every time, it's a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number one that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. But that was definitely a surprise there. Handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
On the counter, Gurley gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yellow, Argo line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think of, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time, that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz. After the sack on first down, Mahomes buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up. The ball comes out.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jerry Rice, open right side. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he'll get this to Eckler. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Baby, let's go.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Another carry in the game for the fullback Juan. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They go with Juan again, the fullback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Juan. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. The fullback Juan with a run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a dump off here complete, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Is fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and he told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run with their fullback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hands to the up man. This is Watt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Gives to the first man through, Watt. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. This is where, you know, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, you know, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you. And a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. To throw, it's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point try now for Dawson. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Dawson for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown. And that was all she...
PlayStation